The Song of Wandering Aengus and Sonnet 43, Guided Close Reads. Many poems are inspired by the experiences of love and loss. Like the myth of Aengus, Yeats's poem The Song of Wandering Aengus tells of a man in search of a loved one in hopes of spending the rest of his life in happiness with her. Shakespeare's Sonnet 43 also highlights these themes, describing the speaker's own emotional state as he longs for an absent loved one. It is part of a series of sonnets by Shakespeare that are all connected by these same themes. Poets play with diction or word choice as they write. They choose words not only for their meaning, but for the way they sound. One example of this is a poet's use of rhyme, the repetition of the sounds at the ends of words. Rhyme can help emphasize ideas and create a musical quality. The most common type of rhyme in a poem is end rhyme, in which rhyming words come at the ends of lines. Reread lines 1 through 6 aloud so that you can listen to the sounds. Identify examples of rhyme and explain the effect on the poem. Pause while you think. The end rhymes head, thread, out, trout, aflame, name, and hair, air appear in the poem. The rhyming words create rhythm and help give the poem a rhythm of a folk song, which adds a mystical feel. Poets often use figurative language to compare things or emphasize things or give an emotional effect. Figurative language is a way of using words to express ideas that are not literally true. Yeats uses the following types of figurative language in this poem: a simile, which is a comparison between two unlike things using the words like or as, and a metaphor, which is a comparison of two unlike things without using the word like or as. Reread lines 17 through 24. Explain what the poet means by the metaphors silver apples of the moon and golden apples of the sun. What is the meaning of lines 17 through 24? Pause while you think. Silver apples of the moon and golden apples of the sun are night and day. These lines are saying that when Aengus finds his love, they will be together until the end of time. Sonnet 43, Guided Close Read. A poem's form is the arrangement of words and lines. Traditional forms of poetry have fixed rules for the number of lines, how the lines are grouped, and the pattern of the end rhymes, called the rhyme scheme. A sonnet is a traditional form that has 14 lines, a specific rhyme scheme, and a set rhythmic pattern or meter. Meter is the regular pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables. Reread lines 1 through 4 aloud. Count the number of syllables in each line and the meter, or stressed and unstressed syllables. Pause while you think. There are 10 syllables in lines 1 and 3. There are 11 syllables in lines 2 and 4. Each line follows a pattern of one stressed syllable and one unstressed syllable. Sonnet 43 makes use of conflicting ideas or paradox. Paradox is a statement that has seemingly contradictory ideas. In line 1, the speaker says he sees best when asleep, a time when our eyes are closed and we don't see at all. Reread lines 13 and 14. Identify the examples of paradox and explain how they deepen the poem's meaning. Pause while you think. Days are as dark as night, and nights bright as days. The speaker's days are dark because he is sad when he cannot dream of his beloved. Nights are light because he sees his love in his dreams.